There are no secrets in conference play. They know you, you know them, and there's always a little trickle of bad blood here and there, particularly when both teams are ranked as these two are in this one. Welcome to Faurot Field in Columbia, Missouri, home of the Missouri Tigers. As we'll see, the number 13 team in the country, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on the third-ranked team in the land, the Missouri Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Sooners will kick it away to start. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. Give to the running back. At the 35, he's open. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
These running backs nowadays, they're built so low to the ground, thick and compact, but fast and shifty. They're just so hard to tackle. And you can see he just does a great job breaking tackles, breaking tackles. He does this consistently. That's why he's really hard to stop at the running back spot.
And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
It's complete to the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like, you could tell they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on fourth down. He might want another play. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field.
And listen, I have no problem being aggressive on fourth down, but the consequences are that now you got to have your defense go bail you out. So you started the game trying to be aggressive. Well, defense, you got to get my back now.
On target to the left. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. First and 10 from the 50. Goes to the option. He'll toss It. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. Really
really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Blasted as he lets it go.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
It'll be 3rd and long. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Throws to the tight end. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters, and I know the pass is coming, so I can have more success.
Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
Well, that tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it. But when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Oh, they're after him. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning turkey bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked, maybe even double-team high-low, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal. Keep going. That's fine. That's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
He'll take a shot. And it's incomplete. The long pass on 4th down is to no avail.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice. Turnover on downs.
They'll start this drive with a pass. That's caught. It's Manning. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Missouri gets to the line quickly. He wants to change this route. Wants to go up top. Throwing right. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
You know, these throws at the perimeter of the field can be so tricky for a quarterback. You've got to be pinpoint accurate and have great timing. You didn't see it there from the QB.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Got his man downfield. Turning it on. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. Missouri has it ready to go with another 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. Intercepted. There are few things that can impact the game more than the ability to hit the other team's quarterback, and that was a big play there.
And I love the team defense on this play. One, excellent job getting to the QB and forcing the errant pass. And how about the secondary on the back end, able to rally that football and pick it up?
And you want to talk about gang tackling, everybody on the defense run to the ball. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to throw, it's Mateer. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Just gets rid of it before the heat. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got him downfield. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and they'll mark it at the 48. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open. who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. And the Sooners are on the move. On the run, it's Robinson. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. So after the break, they'll go back to work. They'll give it to him again. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
And after having a nice game like that on first down, for the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on set.
Touchdown, Oklahoma! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
And they finally lift the lid. Man, I didn't know if we were going to be 0-0 going into the half, going into the fourth quarter. The offense finally puts a drive together, breaks that seal. Excited to see now this opens things up, calms people down, and lets them have a little more success.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires on the move. Finds a man on the left. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
They'll give him a couple. That leaves him with 3rd and 8.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it good.
There he goes. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14.
QBs that can run completely change your game plan. I mean, every single bit of it. You have to understand now as a pass rusher, I got to keep him in the pocket. I got to understand all the zone read concepts and the power read and the jet read, all the different things they can do to you. So, having a guy back there at the helm that can run the football, you better be alert of it from the first play to the end of the fourth quarter.
The Tigers trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Quarterback keeper. And he runs it in for a score. Touchdown, Missouri!
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On design runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
On the run from inside his own 5. He'll be chased out of bounds inside his own 20 at the 18-yard line, and a great job of coverage there. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. The Sooners with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He finds enough room to get it up to the 28-yard line before going out of bounds.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
To the air, it's Mateer. Here's a heat. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Finds him out of the backfield. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. The Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on 1st down. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
That's a route the QBs and receivers should be able to connect on in their sleep. It's a simple 5-yard hitch route. Receivers got to do a better job catching the football.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Quick release on the RPO. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
He was not fooled on that one. A lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
Can make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Back to pass, it's Mateer. Throws to the wideout. Got his man to the left. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Now he'll throw back into the middle. He's got it on the outside. He's brought down the one, a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. And the Sooners started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. To the air on 2nd down. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown Sooners. Fit it in the window for the score.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Quarterback making checks. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Looking for more room. Touchdown! What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
And that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the 2nd half to get some stops.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Wants to throw on 1st down. Wide open downfield. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock. Missouri wants to go fast. Looking to throw on 1st down. He fires to the left side. And he's got it inside the 30-yard line. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Tigers.
Well, the head coach has to love what he saw from his offense here. At the very end of the 1st half, when you got to have it, execution has got to be great in these 2-minute type situations. Really nice job handling the situation by the quarterback, making sure all 10 other guys on offense are on the same page. And they're still losing the football game, but that's a touchdown they absolutely needed to have here at the end of the 1st half.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Dropping back, it's Mateer. Quarterback adapted. Rolling, throwing, looking right. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Missouri will kick it off to open this 2nd half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He's out of bounds at the 17-yard line. Excellent job by the kick coverage unit to keep him from getting the sideline. The Sooner offense returns to the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensive.
Wide open on the right. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way.
Great job by the running back there with the vision and patience. He sees the hole, puts his foot in the ground. He's able to get north up the field with a great burst and get the first down.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Caught near the sticks. It's Sategna. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Looking downfield, it's Mateer. Throws for the tight end. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the knee.
That QB is lucky that ball wasn't picked. You just cannot lob the football, especially when you're throwing it down the middle of the field like that.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel you for a whole length of a game.
That's the danger as a defense. When you blitz this guy on third down, if you don't get him to the ground right away or someone's out of a gap, his scrambling ability can hurt you, and that's exactly what happened. He saw open field, he took off, and he was able to go get the first down.
From the red zone, looking for a receiver. He's got it on the move. Touchdown Sooners! And they take it in for 6 more points. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way, but
he's going to fire deep. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Trying to take it back. Touchdown, Oklahoma! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, then thought, don't get caught, and he didn't. The pick 6.
hey, these guys can play offense too now. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play, but defense, great job making the interception, and you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. He's got an open man, and he's down at the 41. That's a first down. Missouri gets to the line quickly.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Hit hard as he released. released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
All right, you've dug yourself a little bit of a hole offensively. You know you're going to have to throw it here in the second half. You're going to have to make sure, though, you do a better job up front with your pass pro. You got to keep your quarterback standing upright.
He lets one fly deep. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. From the red zone, looking for a man. And that ball is hauled in the end zone, but he is just out of bounds. It'll be incomplete. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. This time on target. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. The quarterback adjusting the pattern. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. And that one is right on target if his target was the first row.
On that 3rd down, they took a shot in the end zone, just couldn't connect. QB and receiver not on the same page, and now it's decision time if you're the head coach on 4th.
A designed run from the quarterback. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. The Tigers didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Looks as if he's going to run it. Oh, he's got some space. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw on that last play, but he made a pretty quick decision that he was just going to tuck it and run it, and his offensive coordinator is glad he did. How about the speed by the QB on that play?
It's a seam wide open. He's at the 20. Touchdown Sooner. He got a step and just dusted the field.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. His drive will open from the 15. Looking downfield on 1st down. Complete to the right. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. And the Tigers come to the line in the hurry-up.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Manning. They'll run him out of bounds, but look what's on the ground. Penalty marker. Holding on the offense, accepted, so they'll back up and go at it again. Well, they've put themselves in a hole. It's 1st and 20. Quarterback may change this route. He'll set up to throw. Unloads to the wideout. On target over the middle. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those 1st downs, get those big chunks.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Sends it downfield. Grabs it inside the 15. Touchdown, Missouri! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Every time we speak to defenses before they play this guy, they all know he's going to get the ball thrown his way. They always come up with creative and exotic ways to try to cover him in the back end, but they're never able to get it done. This guy just beats coverage time and time again. And with that last catch, that's now his 15th receiving score of the season.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And he gets what he can, runs out of bounds, and runs to the end of the third quarter. Fourth quarter coming. We reach the quarter break with Oklahoma on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So first down, we'll open up the final period. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Finds his big tight end. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. That's the way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. To the air on first down. On the run, fires downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Finds enough room to get it up to the 44 before he's knocked out of bounds.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
They bring him down behind the line of scrimmage, and now he'll have to go back to work to get over 100 yards again for the day.
Yeah, and there's a lot of pressure right now on this down if you're on offense because your last 2 plays have gone nowhere. You know the defense just needs to get the football back to give their team an opportunity to go win the game, so you're probably going to have to throw to get this first down. A lot of pressure here on the quarterback there.
Yeah, and how I throw, I think, is important. This is a time where I love moving my quarterback outside the pocket, making it an easy throw, or let him run the football, and if he doesn't get it, the clock still ticks. It's still my friend.
Wants to go up top on first down. The sweet feet buy a little time. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down? The Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Looking for the score. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. Clock is under 4 minutes as they come to the line for second down. The give as they work on that clock. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. How bold will they be on third down after that last run? Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Keeping his eyes downfield, rolling left. Got it! Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points, now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
And the offense trying now to put this thing away. They're going to keep running the football to keep bleeding the clock. They've got the lead here late, now down by the goal line. Just take as many seconds off the clock as you can before...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this 2-game slide.
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
Intercepted for the 11th time this season. He's at the 50. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. He took that baby all the way to the house. A pick 2, as it were.
I love the effort by the field goal unit. They don't just take the play off. They don't hang their heads. They rush the extra point. Look at that. Get their hand up, get a paw on it, pick it up, and take it all the way back for 2 points and gain some momentum for this defense.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. He'll start this drive firing. A strike downfield. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. The Tigers want to crank the tempo.
Well, I'll give this offense some credit because they've got a lot of fight. There is no quit in them, and they're obviously trailing by a big amount in this game. They haven't had a lot of success, but they're still taking shots, and their players are still out there competing.
Catch inside the 30 and still running. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. And, Jesse, there's a huge mountain to climb here, but you might as well start with a chunk play.
Well, you got to start somewhere, Reese. It's been tough going for this offense all game long. They find themselves in a hole, but I love the aggressive nature. Keep taking shots. Keep trying to claw your way back into this one.
Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down. They just keep firing. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. His drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Johnson. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Wants to adjust the pattern. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Grabbed in the middle, it's Johnson. He will not get it. A 4th down stop for this defense as they try to salt this one away. And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Great place to start for this offense. He wants to start this drive with a pass. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
And that can be frustrating to watch running backs not make plays like a receiver, but they're not a receiver. And a lot of times when they have the guys around them, the focus that receivers have it doesn't exist in them. And you can tell just dropped the football, lost a little bit of focus.
Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. Makes a grab for a big play. And that tackle. Welcome to Jacksonville, Florida. Today is see who will walk out as champion of the Tax Slayer Gator Bowl. Bowl games are not only a reward for how you played in the regular season, but can